Namaste, Karin, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me. It's a pleasure to meet you because Karin is the person, the idea behind yoga journaling. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so your project is really interesting and really useful for yoga teachers. So let just explain us what is the idea behind.
So basically, the idea came from when I did my yoga teacher training. I searched for a creative way to record my yoga flows. And in the beginning, I just wrote down the pose names, but that didn't really work out for me. So I found a way to draw stick figures. Um, and started recording all my classes with yoga stick figures. And eventually I started sharing this on Instagram. And then overnight, more or less, more than 100,000 people followed my journals, and so I created a booklet with my stick figure flows, and then people asked for more products and asked for how can I draw like you, and then I created stickers and magnets to help people creating their own yoga flows, even if they can't draw. So basically, the idea behind my little business is helping people creating yoga flows or get inspiration for yoga sequences with my books, and yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, I love your stickers. And then thinking about when we do the first time the yoga teacher training, we try to to just to paint the things, but like for me, it's impossible because really I cannot do it. So I find the sticker very useful. So the idea is to help yoga teacher. That's really nice. But when you started this project, let's say you were thinking about helping other people, or it was just, I help myself and then it comes also for other.
So I always knew that I wanted to become self-employed and entrepreneur. I always wanted to build my own business, but I always waited for this one idea, and I had a corporate leadership career of 20 years, so I was rather successful in my corporate career. And so, yeah, I always search for something, yeah, the big idea. And then when I started with these journals, which I did for myself in the beginning, and I didn't realize that this could be helpful for others. So I just started sharing it on Instagram. Yeah, to be totally honest, in the beginning, I just wanted to have more followers on Instagram than my brother. So that was basically my intention. So because my brother, like siblings are, so we always fight a little, and he said he knows exactly what he needs to do on Instagram, and he was a little bit successful, and I was like, no way, I have this corporate leadership career in communications and I should know it better than him. So I want to prove him that I know how to create an Instagram account and how to gain followers. And then suddenly I had 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, and I passed my brother, and he was like, oh, interesting. So he wasn't impressed at all. And then when I had over 100,000 followers, I was like, maybe this was the idea to go forward and to create my own business. And then I was scared, of course, in the beginning, because I mean, leaving a leadership career that is, yeah, quite successful. Why should you do that um, for something that is very insecure and you don't know whether it will, yeah, whether you can pull it off or not. So it took a while, but then I thought, okay, how many signs do you need? You always wanted to do this, and if you never try, you will never know. So I said to myself, okay, it's time to do something different. I was not so happy in my career anymore. It got a little bit boring, and I needed something exciting. And I thought, okay, let's try and let's do this. And here I am. Yeah.
And now how is your yoga career? I mean, you are still teaching?
Yeah, I still teach from time to time, not so much anymore. I used to have a studio, but I gave my studio up in favor of my yoga business. So I don't teach so much anymore. But in a way, if you create flows for, your customers, it's still teaching, but you don't cue the poses, but you draw the poses. So this is my way of teaching. But of course, there are some project coming up where I will teach online or will do videos and stuff. So teaching is part of my business, of course, but maybe in a little different way than a normal yoga teacher would teach on a regular basis. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say that you found your dharma actually doing this, because the same you are doing something that you love and helping other people. So we can say this is your dharma. And my question is, are you happy now?
I'm super happy. To be honest, it was always I knew that I would like being self-employed because um, I'm I work a lot. It's no secret. I mean, I work the whole week. Sometimes I don't take the weekend off, or most of the time I work at least one day of the weekend. And but I love my work, and I love what I do. I'm super happy. I probably yeah, I think there are still kind of a lot of self-doubt, and this makes me going even more. That's how I function. So in if I have doubts, I just think, okay, I need to do more, 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 and I need to find balance in this a little more. That's also a process of being self-employed and learning. But I would say being self-employed and being my own boss is the best thing that could have ever happened to me, totally honest, because I just love deciding for myself, taking risks. And yeah, it's just me to blame if the risk isn't work out in the end. And I like that. I like to take on responsibility and taking risks and um, yeah, I go with my intention also. Sometimes in the corporate world, you have to prove why we do this or that. And so many times I was so sure about something, but it was just my intention, But in the corporate world, you have to find proof. And in my own business, I don't need the proof. I just, yeah, can follow my intuition, actually. Yeah.
You can follow your intuition and be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
really
and nobody stops you, you have this great idea and I can start right now if I want. I can stop another project. I can start. I mean, it's all on you and you have to do everything yourself. And this is the other side of this, but I I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Yeah.
that's really fantastic. I mean, great. So thank you very much for sharing this with us. I think it's kind of an inspiration, follow our dreams or follow also our intuition, I think. And
Yeah.
in my case, as a yoga master trainer, this is the things that I teach. Always follow your dreams, because at the end of the day, you will be more happy. You will be, you will feel a different sensation because you will follow your dharma actually. So thank you very much for this. This is really a story of inspiration for me, for my audience, for the entire school. So thank you very much.
It was a pleasure to meet you. And yeah, I mean, it's absolutely true. Follow your dreams because we only have this life. And um, if we don't do it now, doubts will always be there. But if you don't try, you will never know. So yeah, follow your dreams, 100%.
100% follow your dreams. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here
Thank
with
you for having me.